Hey guys, welcome to my top 10 classic Who stories. And just a reminder that this video is based on my opinion alone. If you have a difference of opinion, that's cool. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And just before we get into this video, we are celebrating 1 year of having this YouTube channel, so yay! I'm going to bring out a special video probably sometime in August to mark the 1 year anniversary or birthday. So yeah, but anyways, on with the video. And kick off our top 10, I have Doctor Who and the Silurians, or the Silurians. I'm not sure what it says Doctor Who and the Silurians, but it's a weird title, and the Silurians, so we'll just say the Silurians. Yeah, it's a really good watch actually. Jon Pertwee's second story. What's surprising is how comfortable he is in the role already as a Doctor. So only his second story. So yeah, and also the Brigadier's in this, so that makes it just even more awesome. Liz Shaw as well, Carolyn John, she's in there. Like I said on the review of this, her skirt is a little bit too short and too tight, but it's cool. Jon Pertwee's in it, so he's one of my favourite classic Doctors. So yeah, number 10, Doctor Who and the Silurians. And just coming in above the Silurians, at number 9 is The Reign of Terror. Like I said in the previous video, William Hartnell is my favourite classic Doctor. I'm not sure why, maybe just because he's the original, he is Doctor Who. But I really do like this story. It's The Reign of Terror, the French Revolution. Susan says in it is the first Doctor's most favourite period in history. So yeah, it's a really good story as well. William Hartnell's not in all of it. There is a scene where you see the Doctor walking down a French path, and that's not actually William Hartnell, but it does look like him. And William Russell is not in all of it either. The jail scenes and stuff. He was on vacation or holiday, and during some of the filming on here. But what they did, they put it together very well. I thought very well written story. And number 9, The Reign of Terror. And at number 8 we have another William Hartnell story, the third story in his first series, the third story of Doctor Who overall. Back to the Beginning and The Edge of Destruction. It's a good story. The first story that really we see the inside of the TARDIS and take a tour. Basically just a filler episode, but you know, two episodes, but it's good. It's good. That speech at the end with William Hartnell, I thought that was brilliant. Just one take. It took one take for him to do that speech, and it's just fantastic. And coming in at number 7, we have the first regeneration story, The Power of the Daleks. What I like about this story is that the Doctor's reaction to the first time the Doctor regenerated. Although it is animated, you can still kind of capture it. I think the animation is absolutely phenomenal. It really is. But looking at the story beyond the animation, I think that Patrick Troughton, done a very good job on the whole regeneration thing. Trying to discover what this new body is, and obviously it's a Dalek story. It's one of the most creepiest Dalek stories I've seen, but it's still a really enjoyable watch. And Ben and Polly are in it as well, and they're just brilliant, trying to figure out what happened to the Doctor in the regeneration. Obviously it's right after the 10th planet, so yeah. Power of the Daleks at number 7. And coming in at number 6, we have Sylvester McCoy's last appearance, Paul McGann's first appearance. You know what this is, the Doctor Who TV movie. It's a really good story, actually. The only thing that I didn't like is it went to America, and it's a kind of a British thing, Doctor Who. America it didn't quite work to get the show back to a regular series. But it's still a good episode. It's still a good movie. Paul McGann, I think, is brilliant in it. And Eric Roberts, a lot of people don't like Eric Roberts as the Master. I kind of think he does alright. And the one that plays Grace Holloway, I thought she was good as well. Daphne Ashbrook. I can never remember her name for some reason, but yeah, very good story, good movie. That's why that is at number 6, a Doctor Who movie. So before I get into the top 5, just a little bit of Classic Who trivia here. Nicholas Courtney, of course, famously played the Brigadier in Classic Who. But can you name the first ever episode that Nicholas Courtney appeared in? The answer coming up at the end of the video. Okay, coming into the top 5 now, and at number 5 we have the 5 Doctors. Yeah, I know, I've said before that Richard Hurdnall doesn't hold a candle to William Hartnell, but it's still a very good story. Obviously all the 5 Doctors are in it, well, 3 and a bit. So there's Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Peter Davison, Richard Hurdnall playing the first Doctor, and Tom Baker in about maybe a minute and a half is in this. I have the special edition, 25th anniversary special. It's got the original and the remastered one from I think 2008, if I'm correct. 25 years after 1983 would be 93, 03, yeah, 2008. But yeah, it's a very good story, I thought. Very watchable. I like the way that they all kind of meet at last. The only thing is they don't spend a lot of time together as Doctors. Like, obviously, in the 50th anniversary, Matt and David spent a lot of time together. And Twice Upon a Time, the first Doctor and the 12th Doctor spent a lot of time together. So, but that doesn't get away from the fact that it's still a very good story. So at number 5, the 5 Doctors. At number 4 now is my favourite William Hartnell story. My favourite story from my favourite classic Doctor, the Aztecs. I've got the special edition one, which is still cool. I haven't got the original, but hey, I've got the special edition, so it's alright. I do really like this story. I'm like, history for me is cool. Like going back in, you know what I said before, going back in time and doing historical events with Doctor Who is my favourite kind of Doctor Who, apart from Base Under Siege. But yeah, the Aztecs is really good. The acting's a little bit wobbly in some places, but it's still basically a good story. William Hartnell, I think, plays a very good part in this. Barbara plays the Aztec queen. So, well, what they think is a goddess, Utaxa. She plays a good part, I think. I think they all pretty much play good parts. But yeah, the Aztecs are at number 4. At number 3, I don't actually have it as a story, but I have it as an extra in the Cyberman box set, and it's my favourite Peter Davison story, Earthshock. Adric dies in this. Yeah. Nobody was really upset about it, I don't think. No, but it is a good story. The big return of the Cybermen after a couple of years hiatus. I thought it was pretty cool, those Cybermen coming out of the tanks and stuff. Kind of like the tombs. Very good story, and Peter Davison does play a good part in it. That woman who's guiding the ship, or the captain of the ship, she does get on my nerves a little bit, but it's fine. I like the way that they didn't reveal the Cybermen until the end of episode 1, after the androids were shooting in the cave. And I like the way that it circled back to the dinosaurs with Adric and stuff at the end there. So yeah, number 3 on the Cyberman box set, Earthshock. At number 2, again, I don't have it as a story, I have it as an extra on a different box set. It's on this, and it is the Genesis of the Daleks. The first appearance of Davros, brilliant. Tom Baker, amazing. Elizabeth Sladen, brilliant. Really good story. Obviously, the speech is in there. Do I have the right? And I like the way that they came back to the Genesis of the Daleks in Series 9 with the Witch's Familiar and the Magician's Apprentice, or the other way around, with the smoke and stuff. It was just really good. Like the Genesis I'm talking about was good. Like when you've seen how this war has affected these people, this war of 1,000 years and more, and they're mutating into little creatures and getting put in tanks. It's kind of gory and really quite dark, and that's what I like about Doctor Who. And obviously Davros as well is amazing in this, even though he does get a little bit annoying, like at the end of episode, I think episode 1, you will tell me, you will tell me, you will tell me, but it's Davros, man. Davros is awesome. So yeah, even the classic Davros. I prefer the new series Davros, but the classic Davros is pretty cool too. So yeah, number 2, Genesis of the Daleks on the Daleks box set. And before I reveal my number 1, guys, I just want to make a recommendation there to any Whovian who likes Classic Who or wants to get into Classic Who. This box set, it's not an episode, it's not a story, it's just a collection of different things from Classic era. William Russell's on there, commentating on stuff. It is Lost in Time with William Hartnell years. Anyway, my number 1 pick for the best Classic Who story that I have seen, the Sea Devils. There had to be the Sea Devils. Roger Delgado is absolutely amazing in this, and if you want to get into the classic Master, the original Master, this is the one you want to see. And if you want to get into Classic Who period, this is the one that I would say that to watch. John Pertwee is brilliant. It's going from sword fighting the Master to blowing up a minefield with a sonic screwdriver. He's just classic John Pertwee. It is brilliant. And the scene when the Sea Devils come out of the sea, one of the most iconic scenes in Doctor Who period. And the scene where the Sea Devils are getting shot, and that one Sea Devil does a flip, I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, the Sea Devils are number 1 in my pick of what I have seen in the classic Doctor Who era. So yeah, as you see, my classic Doctor Who collection is quite limited, but I've made a top 20. So, and that's it. I want to know, what's your top 10 of what you've seen in classic Doctor Who? What would you recommend for me to see next? I haven't seen any Sylvester McCoy. Let me know in the comments below. And the answer to the question, what was Nicholas Courtney's first episode that he was in, first story he was in? He wasn't the Brigadier, but he was in the Daleks Master Plan. Anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, take a second, hit the like button. If you are new around here and you want more videos like this and more Doctor Who madness, then please consider subscribing. And thank you again.